This is a Fiat 500 in for a supposed to be battery replacement. Unfortunately, we later on found out that there is something much worse than just a dead battery.
Oh, look at this. We actually came here initially for a dead battery replacement, but like, what is that? Oh no. Alright, so we're gonna diagnose it and have a look and see what's going on here, because that misfire sounds bad. And also, we haven't got any throttle, look. And you can see it's just fluctuating up and down. Yikes. Right, I take it back. We have found something else. You see that melted plastic? And that melted plastic right there. Right, so the wife actually just spoke to us and she said that she overheated and she just kept on running the car until it stalled. So they parked it up, left it here for like about a week or so, and now it's misfiring. Have a guess. Put it down in the comment section what happened to this car as to why it's misfiring like this now. Oh, look at that. You can actually hear it as well. This is about to pop on our faces, you know that?
Just had a race.
Where is it coming from? I can't.
Thermostat effect leaking.
Yeah, the usual. Right there. Right there. But the thing is, I can't see anything. Interesting. How'd it happen? Right, check that. That smoke right there is coming from the head gasket. That is no good. That's not coming from the thermostat housing. You'll see it in a minute. It's just there, look, it's coming from the actual head. Crazy. Unfortunately for this customer, it will either be a complete engine rebuild or a second-hand engine. It is always important to check your fluid levels before even turning your car on to prevent this from happening. That being said, let's go and service my BMW M240i, which brings us to today's sponsor of the video. Autodoc.
So, what's Autodoc?
So Autodoc is an online car parts store that actually stocks over 4 million car parts, even for your car. Yeah, 4 million.
I haven't got a car.
It's actually so easy to order car parts with their app. So with this one, we're actually going to order car parts for this BMW M240i. And as you know, check the previous video. But anyway, so all you have to do is pretty much add your car, type in the registrations, and straight away it can find my vehicle, which is, as you can see there, M240i. Now all I have to do pretty much is to order my filters, my oil.
Ordering using the Autodoc app is pretty straightforward. You can easily filter out the brands that you want to use, and the app will also automatically show the products that's suitable for your vehicle. Once done, go to checkout, enter your address, and that's you, done.
And just like that, the parts are here. As you can see, that was a quick delivery from Autodoc. It actually only took us about 3 to 4 days for this to arrive. So let's go and unbox it. The one and only tool that we need to open this up. A bolt. See that?
You guys probably already know this, but I only like good brands. So I ordered MAN oil and cabin filter. Knowing that this car is a high performance car, I didn't hold back and bought the best spark plugs possible, and that's NGK's Iridium spark plugs, supported by BMW's own 0W30 LL04 oil. With that combination, I can safely say that this vehicle is now ready to be used. Once it's out the garage, obviously. But for now, let's get servicing.
This M240i is my project car, so check it. It will be here somewhere on the screen. But yeah, check it anyway. So the reason why we're servicing it is because it's done 42,000 miles, I think, from what I can remember anyway. So it's time for the spark plugs to be renewed because they are due every 50,000 miles on this car. Obviously, we're going to be replacing it with Iridium because they are the best one, they're the coldest one. So yeah, we're going to do that. And obviously, we don't know how long this was in Copart for, so we're going to change the oil. And obviously, and most importantly, the cabin filter. Change it every year. Cabin filter.
So with the cabin filter, this is why it's very important. It's because you drive the car every day. Yes, almost every day, whatever, right? You inhale stuff from the outside and this is what filters it. So basically any brake dust and stuff like that, brake dust, anything that's in the air goes into your car, you inhale it. And if you inhale that, obviously you're gonna start getting some sort of disease. I'm not saying you're gonna get disease whenever you drive, but this is what filters it out. Yeah, definitely change it every year so that you breathe in nice air when you're driving the car. So, do you understand? Good. All right, let's get to it. BMW service book is probably one of the longest out there, and you'll see why. To get the 6 spark plug out, you have to remove some plastic trim, scuttle panel and strut brace. Since mine has got a modified high pressure pump, I will also have to remove the pipe going into it, as it is in the way of the external torques that we need to remove to get to the ignition coil. After that, it's just a matter of getting the spark plugs out. Focus, look at the health of the spark plugs, and this is why it's important to replace them at a good time interval. As you can see there, it looks like it's not the golden brown color that we want. You can see right there as well that is not in healthy condition anymore. So we're going to be replacing all 6 of them. So yeah man, without further ado, there's a lot more to do, such as the cabin filter, oil filter and all of that. Let's get started again. Right, and this is for the people that thought or thinks that I've over talked the spark plugs using my power tool. Well, no, I only did that just so that it can go in a little bit faster, obviously without pushing any speed on it. So let's have a look if my torque wrench set to 23 Newton meters as per Haynes Pro data. Let's see if I've over torqued it or not. This should still turn a little bit and click. Ready? Oh, it's like I didn't over torque it. Look at this. Wow. And then the rest. Yep. Yep. And there. And this last one. There you go. Happy days. Okay, now that we are done with the spark plugs, we still have to keep the scuttle panel off because the oil filter actually lives right over here. Now, as you probably saw in the last video, so the link is here, there is now a spacer between that manifold and the actual block because of the methanol injection kit. Now, there might be a little problem here where we might not be able to raise this oil filter housing because of the manifold being too far back this way. So, fingers crossed, it's okay. Let's go.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
The mission is successful. So as you can see here, it is a little bit on the rough side. And as you can see right there, look, it is tight. I had to play with this wire over here. I think that's the live, or no, it's not. That's the loom for the spark plugs and whatever. But yeah, let's get this replaced with, obviously, you know it already. Come on, man. Man filter. Right, so that's still dripping, and to be honest with you, that oil is quite black. Yeah, it just makes me wonder a little bit. When I purchased this vehicle, I actually checked on BMW side. It's got full BMW service history, so which is a plus. But when I checked it, it was last service, I think it was October 2023, so it's not bad. But obviously with high performance cars, you want to be servicing it in reality 5,000–6,000 miles, because you want to be looking after that. So anyway, let's wait for that to drain, and you can join me in fitting the cabin filter. This is fun. Luckily, we've got the glove box off because I was fitting the meth kit. Yes, I know, I was just testing, all right? But anyway, to remove that, you just have to remove the under panel here, which is screwed on by 2 10mm, as you can see there, 2 10mm. And then what it is that you just have to remove that 1 screw right there, 2, and I believe there is another one right over there. So yeah, 3 T25s, and that should pop down. Right, okay, get the T25 ready. I'm gonna try and show everyone how you do it on this.
Okay, that's a lie. That's a T20. Hope that everyone can see what I'm doing. 1, 2, and then should be able to bring this down like so. Undo the clip, this tab here. There you go. Now, how much poop is going to come out of this, I don't know. We'll see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, to be fair, that isn't that bad. So, chuck it over there. Get the new one over there. Importance of that, look. You can see it there. It removes all of that. Prevents it from going in your car. So box it. Yeah. Always follow the airflow sign, so that arrow should always be pointing towards the car. So in to the car. Now it's always a struggle putting this in because you actually have to bend it, which is annoying. You have to bend it a little bit just so that it goes in to there. There you go. Mush that in there and hope for the best. I'm joking. Only goes in one way, guys. Time to close it back up. One in there. I don't know where the other one went. Somewhere that I don't know. And just like that, you have done the servicing for your car. Well, I say that. It's now time to put the oil in, but first we have to close that sump and torque it to spec. Always to remember to replace your sump gasket with a new one. Now set the torque wrench to 25. That's what it says on the manual, and that is what we're going to do. There you go. Not a lot.
For any car, it is best to replace the oil and oil filter as bare minimum every year. I find that all manufacturers tend to overestimate the service interval, ranging from 8,000 miles all the way to 24,000 miles. Citroen. What I'd recommend is having that service interval, so for a vehicle with 12,000 miles or 12 months, half that to 6,000 miles or every 6 months. It is also very, very important to use the right oil for your car. There is no such thing as universal oil.
Okay, now that that is all done, importance of using the right oil, obviously with this one it's quite flexible. Even on BMW parts link, it's actually showing 030, 020 and 5W30. As long as it complies with the LL04 or LL12 or LL07. If any of those complies to the oil that you're going to put in the car, then you should be good. They usually C3, which is like, funnily enough, the cheapest kind of oil, but they are good. But yeah, it's very important to use it mainly on performance cars as well. You want the right oil to be there because the tolerances on the piston rings, on those journals and stuff like that, it's very, very tight. So use the right oil at all times in any car possible, all right? There's no such thing as universal oil. Cool, so that is us all done servicing this BMW M2 Ti now. So do not forget to use this discount code so you can get a nice discount on your next purchase of Autodoc. So thank you very much, Autodoc, for sponsoring this video. Let's go back to life of Mobile Mechanic.
Here is a 2004 Mini Cooper S. We've come here last week to diagnose the vehicle and we found that there is a very heavy exhaust leak, pre-lambda sensor 1. So let's get to it.
What's up everyone? So we have got this Mini Cooper in for an exhaust replacement-ish, well, refurbishment anyway. What are you trying to do, blood?
That's how it came out.
Oh really? What, from the top? Crazy. But anyway, the story on this is, I'll show you on the screen now. And as you can see right there, it was just basically going red hot because there's a part of the exhaust that was just broken, and all of the exhaust, so pre-cat, all of the exhaust gases were coming out. So obviously the O2 sensor was reading wrong, and therefore it was just increasing fuel over and over and over again, and that's why it's going red hot like this. That's what you can see on the screen now. So we've got the cap fixed now, we've got it welded, all back in the right place. So hopefully all goes well now. There's 3 man because they've got another car that they're bringing here. We're gonna do a service on their Audi as well. So let's get to it. What's going on? What's going on? Why are you complaining already, bro? It's so early in the morning. going on? What's going on?
You are videographer for the
Is it back in, bro?
Yeah.
Are you just sealing it now, yeah?
Sealing it.
Well done. Now, it's time to put the back box and all of that midsection back in. You like the mud, don't you, John? And there is the exhaust. It's about to go in now. There it is. And he's saying that he's done up top, so that manifold and the cover and everything is on. Look at that. Job well done, bro. We got a smoker here. Obviously, that's because we were holding it with oily hands. So, at the moment, we have to put all of this bracket underneath, secure that. But we'll leave it running for a minute just to make sure that that manifold doesn't turn orange again.
Whilst we're putting the bracket back in, we left the vehicle running. By doing this, we are allowing the ECU to learn the right air-fuel ratio again. This vehicle was driven for 3 days with this fault, so yes, the engine control unit will have some adjustments to do.
And look, all good. Obviously it's still smoking, but as you can see, the cat is not glowing anymore.
That is what I call a job well done, so let's move on to their Audi and do a full service on it. Let's get to it.
Now that we're done with the Mini, yeah, this is my little garage today, this piece of it. I'm joking, the guy just works here. So anyway, now we have to do a full service on this. So fuel filter, air filter, oil, cabin filter, the lot. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's get to it.
First thing that we have to do is to raise the vehicle to working height. This will give us access to drain the oil out, and it will give us a good view of the underneath of the vehicle, so we can check for leaks, corrosion and many other things.
Hey John, what year is it, bro? What year is it now?
2024.
Okay. This one is showing 2020 0130. Healthy?
Yeah, that's fine. Put it
Yeah.
back in.
Put it back in, yeah, I think that's good too, look. Hey John! In we go with a new filter, obviously.
What's it doing?
Man, we're replacing that. You can see there, manufactured 24/01/02. Let's get to it. Look at that, 2020 since it was last replaced, and apparently they've done a full service on this every year. Oh my god, a monster. And 2024, there you go. Right, that's gonna get slapped back in there. Hey, bro, what year was that?
Don't know. Go check it.
All right, let's have a look.
One second. I'll check it. Get some screen time. 2020.
2020.
11/20.
Mate, don't tell me, yeah, that the last time this car was serviced was 2020, because all of them were 2020. That's mad. Yeah, so give or take what? 1 year in it? Yeah, 1 year on the shelf. So that's crazy. So 2021, even then, that's still late, innit? As you can see there, look, he's changing the fuel filter now. That's crazy. 2020, 21. Oh god, that's grim. Right, I think this is the only thing that's been replaced on the full service, as they call it. You can just about see it there. That piece, it says 23/04/29. Look, 23/04/29. So they've just been doing oil service, and that's it. That's a Henks part as well, or Kenks, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, all of the filters will be replaced now, so let's keep going. Right, so we've replaced all of the filters now. So that's the oil filter that's been replaced, fuel filter, air filter, and obviously the cabin filter, as you saw. All of them has been replaced. Now we have to do a quick inspection in the car, and as you can see there, they are going to need new tires. And yeah, let's walk around. And look at that cracking. That's no good. So already that would have been a failure. This, it just depends. I would advise them to replace it as well. And same with the brake disc at the front. It's corroded, and it's not, the whole thing is not being held by the brake pad, so only from this piece all the way down is being held. So it's not a true 100%. Cracking on the tires, I think the tread it's just okay, but it's cracked. Anyway, again, same thing here. As you can see, look, cracking, and that brake disc is not really binding with the pads properly, so I'll advise them for that as well. And it is a little bit corroded. It's not major, but it would be nice to see the whole thing being eaten by the pads. Again, things like this you need to advise them for, because that is likely going to go. That's been like that for a while. But yeah, no shock absorber corrosion from underneath. That's good. And looking at the back of the disc, you can actually see it there. Look, that's what I'm talking about. The whole thing is not being bitten by the brake pads or the caliper, whatever you want. And it's pretty much the same on this side as well. There's no oil leaks, which is good. And now I'm just going to quickly have a quick tap on those bushings and ball joints, and we'll see. There you go. Look, now he's just putting the oil in. But first, what we have to do is to check the lights, obviously, but it would say there. But we would like a visual inspection of everything first. Hazards and all of that needs to be turned on. We'll check the brake lights once one of the lads becomes available. So that's all good. And that's all good. That's good. Yeah, none of the blinkers are white, which is a plus. That's working. Bro, let me have a look. That's also working. So let's put high beam on. Same here. Fog light's working, bro. Let's see if there's a fog light on that side. Yeah, there is. It's fine. Fog's working on this side. Perfect. Ooh, that is a little bit white, that one. That's not really orange anymore, so we'll advise it. Look at this one. That's orange. That's white, that blinker. Brakes. Brakes. Perfect. And now, all that's left on this car is to obviously do a service reset, and we're going to be using Topdon's Top Scan scanner. Come, I'll show you how to do it on this.
First things first is we have to connect the device onto the vehicle via the OBD port. We can then pair it up with our device, and then it's ready. To reset the service interval, press oil, select the manufacturer, well in this case it's Audi, and press auto scan. This will identify the vehicle straight away. After that, it's as simple as following the on-screen instructions, and that should reset the service light on the dash. Using TopScan as part of our full service, we will be sending our customer a full diagnostic report. This will give them a sort of heads up on what may be wrong with their vehicle.
So, what do you think about the Topdon scanner?
Well, to be honest with you, I like it. It's fast for what it is. It's handheld. It's nice and easy to have as well, which is nice. We're just doing a scan now. It's almost complete. It's at 59%.
What, does that connect to your phone?
100% does, mate. You can carry it anywhere you want, to be honest. It does DPF regen, it does oil reset, steering angle sensor reset, all of that stuff, the basic things that, you know, a DIYer would need. So
I've got a 2024 Mercedes. Will it scan it?
100%, mate. Yeah.
Well, a brand new one.
Brand new.
My local garage said it's too new for them to scan it.
Nah, mate. If you need it, check out the link in the description and go and buy yourself one. And as you can see, there's faults there. We're showing up all the faults. So if you were to just click report, you'll see everything there. Press confirm, and then look, it will show every single thing that is wrong with the car. Oh, glow plugs! Ah, I knew it. That's fine. That's fine. So now at least what we can do is we can actually send this to the customer, press save, and then all we have to do is press share, and then yeah, pretty much just share it to the customer, send it to them, and then they can see a full report. Thank you, Topdon.
Easy.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's pretty straightforward. Thank you, Topdon.
If you have any problem with your vehicle, please get in touch. I will be leaving our details in the description. Unfortunately, this is all what we've got for you today. If you like the content, please don't forget to share it with your friends, family, pets and enemy. Like the video to see more contents like this, comment if you think I'm shit, and subscribe if you think our content is subpar. See you on the next one. Peace.
Faith, I have a very intrusive thought.